Welcome, everyone. The ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this. The battle for the national championship and college football immortality. A moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the UConn Huskies, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it. With the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball.
Dumps it down to the back. Caught.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay, but inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost me.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Caught in the flat by the running back. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to chuck it again. Bringing pressure. He's got a man down the middle. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. What a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. The offense will keep it on the ground here. Here's the second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's going to take off here. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Higgins. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. The Rebels looking to run some tempo here.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage. And he
breaks clear. End zone ahead. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. 2nd and goal for the offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
They They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
They'll try to add the lead now with PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. With the catch, it's Acker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Oh, that's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a 3rd down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage, and when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack makes it 3rd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get it behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And UConn's offense is back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And now the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He has first down yardage at the 46.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And moves the ball to the 35. And another first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of down.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the defense look slow that time. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? He shreds the tackle. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Higgins. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The ball is loose. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way.
Well, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
Here comes the UConn offense back on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. The shotgun handoff here. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Grab made by the tight end. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
The offense sets up with a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. They knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that? Right? There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Breaking tackles. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Pretty good job here by the quarterback of just getting away from the sack and throwing that ball away to live for the next down. I really thought he was going to be brought down. They had such good pressure on him. But once again, you can see the mobility of this young man and what he's capable of doing. So, incompletion, but at least it's not a negative play.
Touchdown, Huskies. This offense is still clicking.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Higgins. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Grab down the middle. It's Lawrence. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And the Rebels will crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
2nd down after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Reverse. It's a fumble. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
The Rebels looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the Hams team able to recover the football.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the 1st quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Escapes the pocket. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
A nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Higgins. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Finding some room at the 25. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Picks up the first down and still going. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. Or controller. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback. Is definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big gain here, but take it in for 6 himself.
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. I think the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful by letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Running back has it on the screen now. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play of this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Trying an onside to start the 3rd with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And UConn's offense is back out there. First play of the second half is a handoff. stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And the single back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And he's got it again. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds an open target on the left side. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Going for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Higgins. And he's brought down at the 12. That's a poor field position to start the drive. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together. And the Rebels come up to the line in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Acker. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Rebels begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab down the middle. It's Higgins. Touchdown, Rebels. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Comes the UConn offense back on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense really clicking here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Touchdown, UConn. No chance to catch him.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Oh, and it's blocked. Oh, and they scoop it up. Can they make something happen here?
Chris, I cannot believe that he put the ball on the ground, working with the lead in the national title. You just know the head coach and the offensive coordinator told the offense before they ran onto the field, guys, hold on to the ball. The only way they get back into it is if we turn it over. It's exactly what they've done, and now your opponent has an opportunity to cut into this lead.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The 20, inside the 10. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Has the first down and more. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds his man, has the first down. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the ground, it's Brown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Important 2nd down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's escaping the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the 2nd down play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Got the first down, now looking for more. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Defense bracing for the run against this heavy formation. And now the running back's got it again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Acker. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Handoff to the right side. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. This offense really clicking. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
DAT gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth. There's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And UConn's offense is back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the handoff again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He flips it to the back across the middle. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Single back, takes the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down play coming up. They'll run it to the left. Bites off a defender. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. He's going to test the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down to the 22 to first down, very near the red zone now. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. BB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They jump in front here in the fourth. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up in the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. They took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. And he drops back in the gun. And it's incomplete. The try fails, and the lead remains 5 points. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run picks up first down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Gives it to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. No, he didn't make it. He did not get there. What a huge play by this defense late in this tight game.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You can almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and his quarterback, being able to throw the football with the lead in the 4th quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Now they run the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that one is no good. And the lead remains at 5 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. He's moving out of the pocket now. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
This is a big mistake by the quarterback here, just holding on to the football too long. Late in the game, 3rd down, you got to make a big play, and you come up with a sack. Now it's 4th down.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Higgins.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And there's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Ball handed off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Oh, he just misses receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. And now you've got another chance at points.
And the Rebels line up on 1st and 10 now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Nice job here with the game on the line. This offensive line gets a nice push, and the back gets it into the end zone to give them a lead. Now, you look at this, less than 2 minutes to go in the national title. You're up by 1. Obviously, you go for 2 here to give yourself a 3-point lead.
And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. And he stopped short. The defense makes a play, and now in the 4th quarter, it's still a 1-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Comes the UConn offense back on the field now. They've got some time to work with. Do they go for a touchdown here or play up more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down. Looking to throw the football. Fights off a defender. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. This will be a really long field goal try from here to hustle to the line. And the defense will stop the clock with a timeout here. 25 seconds remaining. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Moving right through the contacts. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain turf. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Ole Miss Rebels.